Hello, it's me again. You might know me from the videos that I used to make. As I promised in a previous video, I don't remember when, I want to try a new series that I will call Dear Diary. When I go and read something from my journals. I don't call them diaries, I call them journals, but same thing. Before I vlogged every day, I used to write almost every day, every second day, every third day, and it was really good. It was really good. It helped me process things, it helped me be a better writer, it helped me write better, like in a way that other people can read and understand. It's probably the reason why people can't understand what I write anymore. The fact that I haven't written this much in a while. As you can see, my journals are generally expensive books, and by expensive I don't mean like super expensive, but more expensive than the normal. For example, this is Moleskine, and this is a Rhodia pad, which is actually much better. The paper quality is excellent for fountain pens. And the reason I use these books is, well, the main reason I started using these books is because I really wanted to value my writing, and I thought, well, if I use expensive paper and expensive pens, I'll put more value into it, which it worked. And of course this evolved to, I really want to keep this for a very long time. I want my kids to, one day after I'm dead, that will make sense in a moment, read them and know more about me. Things that no one else would know otherwise. It's kind of like a secret memoir, really. And for some bizarre reason, I felt that would be a good idea for me to share some of the things that I wrote in my journals with random people like you. See, here's the thing. Some people think that it's not a good idea to share personal things on YouTube. Some people share lots of personal things on YouTube. I feel like that when it comes to vlogging and people who showcase their life on YouTube, there's very little authenticity, and I talked about this a lot. I mean, this video is going to be edited anyway, and I'm only going to read things that I want to read anyway, so this is not really who I am. It's the edited version that I want to present to you. But I find interesting when people share personal things about them. Well, appropriate ones. What I mean is I find interesting understanding other people's perspectives and how they think and how they see the world, and a lot of that is like in who they are. And one of my main motivations for starting this series is maybe some people would find interesting to know certain things about me that I wrote in them. There's things here. And while this is an introduction video, I'm talking a lot about what I'm about to do. I'm also going to read some of the journal. Okay, so don't worry, it's coming. It is coming. So this is Journal by Carlos Dyonisio, book number 1. As you can read here too. Let's see, the first page, as a Moleskine would have, it says, "In case of loss, please return to this. My email address as a reward. God will bless you a lot." Which he will. If you find this and you give it back to me, I promise you huge blessings from God, okay? And then it says journal, and when I started writing in this specific book, the 1st of February 2009 until the 26th of August 2009. So there's only 6 months in here. It's like 7 months. Please, you help me do the calculations there. And then my signature, some Jesus things, a cool sticker that Hillsong Kids had at the time. That's it. But not really, okay. Blank page, because it's important. And then a warning. Let me read the warning to you. And by the way, the warning is both in English and Portuguese. I'm only gonna read the English one because, yeah. Warning. Unless I am dead, do not, all caps, read any portion of this book without my permission. If you do so, I might lose... Hold on, I wrote the wrong lose. Oh wow, what a loser. I might lose all the trust I have in you. Thanks, Cadu, my nickname. And then another blank page, and then a lot of writing. Okay, lots and lots of writing. Another introduction. A lot of the things that I wrote in this book, I kind of address to God. It's like a prayer, but it's not like your usual prayer, I would say. I mean, I don't know what you consider a usual prayer, but it's not like super formal and stuff. Sometimes I swear, sometimes they're inappropriate things, and all sorts of things. It's literally what I was feeling and what I wanted to say at the time of writing this. And because I knew that no one was gonna read it, I could write anything I wanted. When I started reading this first volume to decide what I'm gonna share with you today, had to get to the page. What page is this? Oh, I used to number the pages. Why are there no numbers? See, that's why you follow procedure all the time. Okay, let's just page 100 and something, okay? It took me to page 100 and something when I finally decided I think I can share some of this with random people. And when I say random people, listen, I don't want to offend you. If you've been following me for a long time, I really appreciate it. But this is public, anyone can watch it, and this is very personal, you understand. But even then, this is quite fascinating. Alright, I'm gonna read this. Okay, are you ready? Thursday, something of August 2009. There's actually a number there. I'm not gonna tell you the specific date, just because. Home. So I was at home. I always write where I'm writing. Sometimes if I'm having tea, I specify which tea I'm having. Right now, I'm having English breakfast. It's really good. 2 tests done. I was at uni at the time. 2 more left for now, because you know they keep coming. Kid Shaper coming soon. Blah blah blah. Hopefully seeing blah 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 Sunday. So many things going on. I am happy and sad, but not really sad. Just I don't know. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah, things I can't really say here. It's let me just explain what I'm doing. I'm praying for people, and it's things about them that I can't share publicly. I just don't want to put other people on the spot, you know what I mean? It's a bit, yeah. Here's a little example by not mentioning any personal thing about anyone. Bless blah 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 tomorrow. He has an important trial. I want him to do it well. Make sure the best happens to him tomorrow. In Jesus' name. Show yourself strong in him and for him. Dad. That's, you know, how I talk to my dad, to God. Today, we had kids training night with Becky, and it was very good. She really encouraged me and blessed me with what she said. I love my leaders. They are so great and such a blessing to me and to the ones I serve. God, thanks for such great leaders. I'm so glad I'm going to Kid Shaper with them. It will be out of this world, 6 exclamation marks, which is only allowed when you're writing informal stuff. Oh gosh, there's so many exclamation marks here. I was probably really excited. By the way, Kid Shaper is this conference that happens annually in Australia for people who are kids leaders in church. And it's really good. If you're a kids leader in Australia or even around the world, literally, honestly, if you're a kids leader in your church, you should come to Kid Shaper. It's just out of the world. It's unbelievable. Back to the thing. Anyway, I should stop writing and sleep. Most of the writings in this book that I checked, they end with that. I wanted to draw something, but can't think of something. Can't think of anything. That's the properly grammatical thing. Love you, Daddy. And because of you, blah, blah, blah. But things. Anyway, this is the drawing I made. It's pretty cool if I say so myself. It used to be on Facebook on my, what's the banner thing? The banner thing. Now let's skip to the 26th of August 2009. It was a Wednesday. I'm telling you the date because it's obvious in the text. Sydney to Melbourne. That means that I was on an airplane. Okay? That's yeah. Oh, it's in Portuguese. I'll have to translate for you. Here I am in a plane going to Melbourne. I'm very excited. I'm sure that God will do incredible things in my life, in the lives of other leaders, and in the lives of the kids that we serve. Yesterday I slept over at the Wakerley's house with Becky, Brooklyn, Dave. I don't think Ollie was born at the time. I don't think London was born at the time. The window of the room where I stayed, Jess's room, who was living with them at the time, there's an incredible view of the sky. I love sleeping with the window open. Oh, with the curtain open. Now we're on the plane, about 30 minutes from Melbourne. Soon we're gonna get there. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for the beginning of this conference tonight. Dad, thank you for the opportunity to be able to take some time off in the middle of the week to go to this conference, to such conference, to a conference like this one. Okay, I'm translating from Portuguese, alright? I really thank you. You're awesome. Bless my brothers and sisters who couldn't come with us. Mike, Vogel, Eva, Corinne, James. I honestly don't know. Let's stop there. Also bless the kids that I serve, and then I mention some of them by name and many others. And some of the things that doesn't matter and it's irrelevant. Amen! My name. Ta-da! And then this is like notes from the preachings from the conference, which it was really good. If you want a copy of them, I'll send them to you. I have all scanned anyway already. And that's the end of it. What did you think? Please let me know in the comments. I might continue this series if you thought it was interesting. Here's a photo from the time we arrived at the airport. By the way, that crocodile is mine. And the person holding it is Brooklyn. When he was, how old was he in 2009? 2009. He was like 3 or 4 or something. He was young. Yeah. But seriously, please do let me know if you like this series. And if you do, if you think it's gonna be helpful for other people. By the way, speaking of helpful for other people, let me tell you how amazing journaling is. Like, honestly, it helps you process your feelings and your thoughts and organize your thinking and write better. I mean, you see, look, I misspelled lose. I used the wrong lose. But then if you look in book 11, I used the right one, right? Oh my gosh, this one doesn't even have a disclaimer. Okay, let's look at book 10. Book 10. Of course I used the right one, right? Why what happened to my disclaimers? What's... Jeez, okay. Oh, yes, I spelled it right. Also, it looks much more... Warning, I'm gonna come after you in the middle of the night and eat your brains. It's not what it says, by the way. Actually, this is funny. This is funny. Unless I'm dead, do not read any portion of this book without my permission. I already know that. If you do so, unexpected things will happen. and I might lose all the trust that I have in you. Unexpected things will, not might, they will happen. Be careful.